Hi everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name's Imogen and in today's video I'm sharing my top 5 self-discipline techniques. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram and let's get started. Right, so number 1, you've got to set clear goals, okay? Define your short-term and your long-term goals with clarity. Now I've done a whole video on SMART goal setting, so go and check that out if you're not quite sure how to set clear goals. But essentially, knowing what you want to achieve provides a clear direction and purpose. You know this, it's common sense, right? But I'm saying it anyway because I'm a productivity channel. So here you go. And basically, it makes it easier to stay focused and disciplined. I'm sticking to goals that I set years before, okay? So for example, I started my degree in 2021. Here I am writing my dissertation, okay? And another example, this channel I also started in 2021, even though I didn't fully start posting until 2022. Now here I am in 2024, still making content for this channel, okay? So the point is, if you're sticking to goals you set years before and they are clear in your mind, then it will really be helpful for your consistency because you know that that's a goal you want to work towards, you know exactly what you have to do to achieve it, and you're working on it constantly, okay? Number 2, let yourself be bored, okay? The number one problem that I see with people getting distracted is they don't know how to be bored, okay? If you don't actively seek distractions, then it will be a lot harder for them to bother you, okay? So if you're bored, then you're looking for something to distract you. You're looking for an excuse to get up and walk away. You'll be like, oh, my laundry is done, I gotta go fold it. Whereas in fact, it could completely sit there while you finish your project. Like, it doesn't have to be done right now, okay? So allow yourself to be bored, and you should work through the boredom. Like, when I'm revising, sometimes it's really boring and I really don't want to revise, but I've got to do it, so I can either do it in 2 hours focused, or I can let it take 4 hours if I'm looking at my phone every 5 minutes, and I know which one I would rather do. You know, sometimes I have an unproductive day and I do look at my phone every 5 minutes, and that's not good. Because I'm still a work in progress and I'm still working on allowing myself to be bored. But it is a really good tip. Alright, number 3, I like this one. Be so ambitious that you scare yourself a bit and you have to stretch your capabilities to get there. Alright, so I've recommended this several times in other videos, but I recommend to give 110% to things that you really care about. So overstretch your capabilities a bit, get out of your comfort zone. Okay, so I set a target for this channel to reach 2,000 subscribers at the end of the year. At the time of filming, we're on 135. So that's huge, a huge goal. It's really ambitious, and honestly, it does scare me a little bit. But you know what? I'm going to do my best towards it. I'm going to keep making videos. I'm going to keep trying to improve my videos, and we will see where we end up in December. But be so ambitious you scare yourself a little bit, because I promise you are more capable of big goals than you allow yourself to feel. And if you go for that big goal and you achieve it, then the boost to your self-confidence is gonna be insane, okay? So do yourself a favor and be very ambitious. Alright, I have 2 more tips and they are both great. Task batching. If you batch tasks, so for example, I batch film YouTube videos, so I'll film 10 or 15 at once, then I'll edit them all together, then basically what it does is it minimizes context switching in your brain. So when you're multitasking, your brain is switching between tasks very fast, and it actually takes a lot of mental energy to keep up. But if you're doing task batching, then you're doing the same task over and over and over again, sometimes with slight variations, and your brain actually gets into a sort of a rhythm or a flow state where you actually work better. Sometimes context switching and multitasking is necessary and you just got to do it, but sometimes task batching can be really, really helpful, and I use it for my assignments. I use it in all areas of my life. So try task batching. Right, my final tip for you, and I love this one. Again, I've said that about every tip in this video, but I do genuinely love this one. Time yourself, okay? I love to use the 50-10 technique, which is where I work for 50 minutes and rest for 10, which is adapted from the Pomodoro technique. I've been over this in several videos. Anyway, the point is, I set a timer for 50 minutes, I work, okay? And I can see that clock and it's ticking down. That creates a sense of urgency. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I gotta work. And then the timer goes off and I've done quite a lot of work, and then I set a timer for 10 minutes and I rest. And I can see the timer ticking down and I'm like, oh, I better read or just lie on my back and stare at the ceiling. Whatever. The point is, if you time yourself, it creates a sense of urgency and it keeps you on task. Alright, those are my top 5 self-discipline techniques. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Give this video a big thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!